if you want to feel comfy, look smart, and look attractive as for the ladies or the men, go to Sally's Shirts today. Yes, we got the custom-made shirts, we got the custom-made hoodies, we got the custom-made fonts, the custom-made tank top, and of course we got the phone cases and everything you ever wanted, including open head fucking faith shirt at Sally's Shirts today for Formula OCE. And don't forget to join our Discord if you want to go racing today. We'll put the link in the chat right now if we remember. And don't forget the YouTube channel as well. Watch past races of last season when me and Reptile paddled in one races and races of this season for Formula OCE. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. Subscribe, follow, and don't forget hit the notifications button to let you know when we go live for Formula OCE. And our other sponsors, Taylor Racing, and our partners, Relentless Racing League and Rapid Racing League. Champion, by the way.
Alright, so we only have a 10-minute quali today, which means that although we're doing full quali in the settings, all the cars will come back into the pit lane after 10 minutes and have to retire. So when our clock hits 20 minutes, all the drivers will be expected to come back into the pit lane and retire. Any laps or any time set after that 10 minutes will be penalized. Either. We have 16 drivers on the grid today. I need to set my party to invite only so that no one else joins. Give me a second. Sorry about that. All right. Alright, so I am probably the least qualified person to ever commentate for an F2 race ever, but that's okay because I will be learning from Kahoot when he returns. But as of right now, you have me, your commentator, Allinator 77, for the F2 race in Russia for Formula OCE. Bremer redeeming a hot lap with the driver of your choice for quali with himself. I respect it. When Bremer comes out and has completed an outlap, we will jump on board with Bremer. For now, we shall watch as Sax goes around and around. Now, as I said before, I don't know an awful lot about F2. I am learning a heap from Kahoot, who will be my mentor for quite some time. But he is unavailable this week, so you're stuck with me. As we see a little spin there from Sax on his outlap. Let's see who's currently setting a time. Windsor. Now, you're gonna have to excuse me if I don't know the names of all of these cars. I know that there's a class called, there's a car called Carlin, but that's about it. I'm very sorry. Now, I believe they only get one pair of tires for qualifying if any of the drivers are racing and listening in. Can you please let me know if that's correct? I was trying to read the F2 chat that we have in our Discord so that I could understand a little bit more about it. But by the sounds of it, they only get one set of tires as Reedy sets the new fastest lap with a time of 1:44.065. As Windsor has invalidated. Bremer still in the pit lane. Let's jump on board with Oxy. Oxygen Thief likes to complain that I don't give him enough love and don't show him in the spotlight enough. Your time to shine. Don't forget that if you do want to sign up to race in the F2 League or any of our other leagues that we have, to head over to the Discord and fill in this sign up sheet. It's an amazing league to race for. Super welcoming, super funny, super amazing guys, and it's all in a bit of fun. Reedy doing bits to better his own time, setting the new fastest lap with a time of 1:43.587. Hungry Thirsty 7th, B Black 6th, Winter 5th, Blaze 4th, Jenny 3rd, and Sax 2nd is currently what we're looking at now on board with Oxy. See whether he can do any better. Slotting into the new 6th position. Now, what I do know about this race is that they do a qualifying, and the qualifying goes for... The qualifying applies for the feature race, and then from position number 1 to 8, it's a reverse grid, I believe. Oxy appearing to have some issues, sliding slightly as we watch. Some of the drivers appear to be struggling. Now on board with Bremer so that we can ride through with him for his very, very lovely requested hot lap. Ionized. I'm not gonna lie, Sochi is a great track. I actually genuinely enjoyed driving on this track, despite the fact that I didn't last for very long. I did thoroughly enjoy driving on this track for C4. So I am going to agree with you. I think it's a pretty fun track for our drivers here to be driving today. Hi, nice. It's good to see you in the chat again. Oxy has retired in 8th position, and when the yellow flags get removed from the top of my screen, I'll be able to tell you how long we have left of our qualifying session. It appears that a few of the cars are struggling with laps here. It'll be interesting to see whether in the race B Black now retiring the car that we saw what appeared to be partially into the barrier just before. It'll be interesting to see whether this also applies for the race. Everyone should be on their last run now. Awesome. So all the cars should be retiring right about now-ish. As yeah, we have hit that 10 minutes. Although we all ran out of fuel. Oh, lol. Oh yeah, it looks like Bremer is gonna as well. Like I said, I don't know much about F2. So I'm very sorry. I probably sound very ditzy and really stupid, and I am sorry about that. As we wait patiently while all our cars get ready to retire. Catching too much curb on some of the apexes. Saying that that's an issue that you're having, or that could possibly be an issue for all drivers. As we wait very patiently. I believe that's all of the drivers retired now. You're probably thinking, why only a 10-minute quali? And from what I could tell, that the boys were saying in the chat, is that 30 minutes is just a very, very long time to have a qualifying, especially if you only get one set of tires. I'll take you very, very, very quickly through our grid. We got Reedy 1, Sax 2nd. Sorry, Reedy 1st, Sax 2nd. 3rd is Jenny. 4th is Chris. 5th is B Black. 6th is Blaze. 7th is Cloaking. 8th is Betsy. And that's all I can read in that amount of time. Some of the drivers catching the sausage curb and losing traction. Well, let's hope that that doesn't occur an awful lot. Can I get a Hoya? Hoya! I hate myself for doing that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, we move on to the feature race. As I see a lot of familiar faces entering the chat. Hello, Hungry Thirsty. How are we doing? And Axe. James. To get the settings ready for the race. I believe they're doing their formation lap right now. So it's a 14 lap feature race and then a 11 lap sprint race, I believe. I promise you all that by the next time I commentate, I will know a little bit more about F2 cars. I am a fan of F1, but I just have never watched F2 and I don't know a lot about the cars. I believe they're slower than F1 cars, off the top of my head. I think. I could be wrong. And I could be embarrassing myself. But I promise you, if you want to see me actually understand what I'm doing, Realistic League on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. I believe it is. 7:30ish, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, because that's what we're in now. I commentate for the Realistic League. I am learning how to do the F2s, and Kahoot, Rapid Kahoot will be my mentor for that. But for now we watch Breema and Joshi get disqualified from the formation lap. Lights out and we're racing. We see Reedy, her leader, trying to get away from the pack. Sax and Jenny going at it, tire to tire, as we watch Jenny go slightly off the track. Let's see from B Black perspective as we watch 6th, 5th, and 4th go at it. Are they basically F1 cars without the downforce, power, and overall performance of an F1 car? They have no ERS. Okay. Oxy doing well off of the start, gaining 5 positions. As Cloaking receives a 30-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And me, Reedy, did you get disqualified as well? I did not see that. I didn't think that you did. Oh, as cloaking comes in to cut off Black. I'm just going to say Black because I can't keep saying be Black. By the looks of it, some of the cars struggling with grip on those back wheels. Jenny getting the overtake on Reedy in the first position. Zach's quite a way away from them. Let's watch the battle for first position and see how this will be played off. 2 laps into our 14 laps here, and it is still very much so anyone's game. Qualifying doesn't guarantee that you are going to do great in the race. It's anyone's game, especially taking in to account the catching of curb on apexes and losing traction that Ozvox was telling me about before. As Oxy gets the overtake on Chris, 6 positions gained since the starting grid for Oxygen Thief. Let's have a little look-see here. Reedy gaining on Jenny again. As Jenny is our leader going into the 3rd lap of our race. Cloaking, so far the only driver with a penalty in this race. I'm going to make a safe assumption and say that the tyres are also different, as Betsy receives a 30-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As Bremer also receives a time penalty. 3 seconds for multiple warnings. I think the tyres are the same. Possibly. Like the softs, the mediums, and the hards. I have a lot to learn about F2 and I'm very excited to get learning about it, as Joshi receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. 4 drivers so far receiving that 3-second time penalty, which at the end of a race can be make or break. Reedy in his battle for first position again, receiving a 3-second time penalty. That could possibly hurt the driver's previous race lead. Oxy appears to be pulling up on Sachs, doing quite well to do so. Oxy, a very strong contender in this race. Only a few laps in and we've already seen him gain 6 positions, going from 10th to 4th. And doing well to keep that position. As Chris receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, turning those 4 drivers that I previously told you about into 6 drivers. commentating without my glasses is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's check in with Reedy and Jenny. As Reedy tries to get the overtake, utilizing both the inside and the outside. Joshy getting the overtake on Black, and Black getting the overtake on Betsy, who overtook Black while Joshy was overtaking him. That's a sentence and a half. Oxy has been overtaken by Chris, but he could very well get the overtake back again. Pulling up, defending nicely to tell Chris that this is not his time. It is the time for Oxy. As Blaze in that battle has also been able to overtake Chris. Chris losing 2 spots in his fight to defend the 4th position. As B Black 05 has received a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oxy speeding away from Blaze, who we are currently on board with. I really wish that I can comment more on the car's performance here, but Jenny taking the fastest lap. We are so close to being halfway through the feature race here for Tier F2 Round 14 Russia for Formula OCE. As Shaggy and Ciara are both in the pits. Bremer receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Bremer totaling 6 seconds now. His first 3 plus that additional 3 that we just saw. As so far only the 15th and 16th position have made a pit stop. Jenny in that time overtaking Reedy, and Reedy coming through the outside to get the overtake right back. The battle for first is still very, very much so in action, and I do not doubt that it won't be this way until the very end of the race. As Jenny, I believe, has ZRS on Reedy, taking back the first position. B, Black and Oxy are in the pits as well. Ciara receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Seven of the 16 drivers here today having those 3-second time penalties. Bremer still being the only one to have a total of 6 seconds, as Darth 23 receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Shaggy, B-Black, and Ciara quite far behind the pack. Let's watch as Winter and Duff go at it. Winter getting the overtake on Duff, currently in 10th position. As Bremer and Jenny both go into the pits. Let's watch as Chris tries to make a move on Blaze. We'll see whether he can get close enough to do so. Betsy receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. After Jared's help in telling me that these cars have little to no downforce, power, or overall performance in comparison to the F1 cars. It is very interesting that we haven't seen more crashes, if you do recall, or if you have tuned in for the other tiers, being tier 3, tier 4, and realistic. There were specifically tier 4, there were quite a lot of crashes at this very track. As Reedy, Blaze, and Chris go into the pits. Betsy as well joining them. Duff and Winter also in the pits. That appearing to be a pretty slow pit stop. I believe both teammates pitted around a similar time. Oxy receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Bremer receiving another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Shaggy receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. What is going on? The penalties are being handed out throughout all tiers like there's no tomorrow. I've been told that Russia is one of those tracks. Again, quite surprised that we are yet to see any real carnage, any real major race changing crashes, as Sax has gone into the pit. Let's see where I can get you guys some action. Betsy and B Black. Four laps left to go of this race. Joshi has gone into pit as Betsy pulls up on B Black and successfully gets the overtake along the straight. Let's jump on board with B Black, shall we? For a little bit. 3-second time penalty for Joshi. These time penalties to surely greatly impact more than a few of the middle sector drivers. Although it does appear that a lot of the field has been quite separated, ranging from anywhere from 1 to 5 seconds separating these drivers. It doesn't appear that there's a lot of tire-to-tire clashes going on. Now, remember, after this we do have a sprint race, and from positions 1 to 8 will be flipped in a reverse part of that grid, in which whoever is 8th will go first, whoever is 7th, 2nd, and so forth and so forth. As it appears that Jenny has gotten the overtake on Reedy again. Reedy coming tire to tire with Jenny in order to hopefully get that first place position back, but Jenny seems to be defending quite well. Daff receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Currently witnessing the battle for first position. However, in the 12th position, it appears Shaggy has been able to overtake Daff. And Winter as well. Reedy getting his tyre ahead of Jenny's to get the overtake. The position that he has had for majority of this race back in his hands, as Reedy is now our race leader. Bremer receiving another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as Oxy and Cloaking overtake Blaze, who has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Let's check in with them penalties, shall we? Daff, 6 seconds. Ciara, 3 seconds. Shaggy, 3 seconds. Bremer, 12 seconds. Joshi, 6 seconds. Chris, 3 seconds. B Black, 3 seconds. Betsy, 6 seconds. Blaze, 3 seconds. Cloaking, 3 seconds. Oxy, 3 seconds. Reedy, 3 seconds. Only 4 drivers. Oh! Blaze getting the overtake on the final edge, right around the corner of that straight. Getting the overtake on Cloaking. Now, as I was saying, 4 drivers in this race yet to get penalties. Those are current race leader Jenny, current 3rd position Sax, current 13th position Windsor, and current 15th position Hungry Thirsty. Sachs pulling up on the two race leaders who have been in a very heated battle for first as we come into our 13th lap of this race. Reedy, I believe, will have DRS on Jenny, and Sachs will have DRS on Reedy as Ciara receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, totaling their penalties now to 6 seconds. From the seat of Sachs, we are witnessing Jenny and Reedy. Ciara receiving another 3-second time penalty. This time, instead of multiple warnings, it's for corner cutting. I've said it before and I will say it again. I am quite shocked that there has not been any major race ending or race collisions. Collisions or crashes for that matter. Blaze getting the overtake on Oxy, and something has happened there. Blaze losing quite a few spots. Let's watch as Cloaking goes slightly off the track and Betsy gets the overtake. These drivers really quite close together in the grand scheme of things, in comparison to the massive gap between second to fourth, as it appears that Reedy has gotten the overtake on Jenny. Jenny right behind along with Sachs, and the battle for fifth appears to be between Oxy, Cloaking and Blaze. The drivers doing well to stay up close with each other. Cloaking receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, totaling to 6 seconds so far. Again, it appears the same. 4 drivers still yet to get penalties. 2 of them in the top 3, looking very promising for them as the race leader currently. Who is Reedy, has a 3-second time penalty. Bremer adding on to total 18 seconds of penalties, receiving another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as we get ready to come across the line to the checkered flag. And that is it. That is the feature race over and done with, as Jenny goes P1, Sachs goes P2, Reedy P3, Oxy P4, Blaze, Betsy P8, Bremer receiving another 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, Cloaking P9, Joshi P10, Bremer P11. Shaggy getting ready to come across the line by the looks of things, as Daff receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. On the final lap, Shaggy goes P12. By the looks of it, Winter will go P13, coming around that final corner. Hungry Thirsty receiving a 3-second time penalty. First penalty on the last lap, still going P14. Ciara P15, and Daff P16. Bremer complaining about not being able to keep it on the track. And I have got to say, I agree with the driver of the day. Oxy, Oxygen Thief. Thoroughly impressive drive from him today. As we get ready for our sprint race here at Russia, round 14 for Tier Formula 2 for FormulaOCE. As we get ready for our sprint race, the grid currently looks as such with a warm-up lap. Players and Riddy already disqualified from the warm-up lap for the sprint race. This is how the grid looks like for our sprint race today for Formula 2. First is Betsy, second is B Black, third is Chris, fourth Blaze, who has been disqualified, fifth Oxy, sixth Reedy, who has also been disqualified, seventh Sax, eighth Jenny, ninth Cloaking, 10th Joshi, 11th Bremer, 12th Shaggy, 13th Windsor, 14th Hungry Thirsty, 15th Ciara, and 16th Daff. As they come to take their positions on the grid, we get ready for our 11th lap sprint race. as the drivers take their position. Five red lights, they're out, and the cars are off and racing. We gotta enable all of our lovely details again. B Black losing 3 spots in that chaotic start. As it appears, Oxy has retired from the race. There is absolute chaos out on the track. As Bremer appears to turn around, and by the looks of things, there will be a safety car deployed not even within half a lap of the sprint race. Ozvox, there's the carnage we were waiting for. Absolutely, I'm surprised only one driver had to retire from that. By the looks of things. There is still a lot of debris out on the track. Absolute chaos that was. Cloaking receives a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Daff, sorry. As 13th, 14th, and 15th, we have Sachs, Winter, and Bremer pitting under the safety car. Always a good idea because I believe you lose less time if you pit under a safety car. Also gives you a chance to get back up to the pack. Now, not an awful lot tends to happen during safety cars, but what an absolute incident that was, in which resulted in us having to bring out the safety car. Absolute chaos. Debris flying everywhere. Oh, as we wait for the safety car to be lifted so we can have some type of action. As Cloaking has gone into the pit. We'll watch this because this is about as exciting as it's going to get for now. As Cloaking serves his 5-second time penalty by the looks of it. And Winter comes into the pit as well. Let's give that a little suss and see. Yep. 5-second time penalty now has been served for cloaking. After that collision with Daff. I'll learn how to say it one day, I promise. As I am being told by race control, as seen above the screen, that the safety car will be lifted, and so will the restrictions that come with the safety car. They will be lifted at the conclusion of this lap. Ciara receiving a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision. I believe someone else did as well. Let's see if we can give this a suss. Ciara, Jenny, Shaggy, and Joshi all receiving 5-second time penalties. 4 laps into our 11-lap race. Sax and Winter back in the pits. All the action appears to be in this general area. What chaos it has been indeed. Reedy, however, getting himself back there into the race leader fight, as Chris and Betsy go tire to tire, tire to tire. Now, let's give that a look-see from Reedy's point of view, who is slightly closer than Blaze, who we were just on board with. Reedy setting the new fastest lap time with a time of 1:48.153. Shaggy has entered the pit, and Betsy and Chris still going at it within inches of each other, tire to tire, to get that overtake. Betsy is now back to being our race leader as Reedy looks to take outside. Just can't quite get there quick enough. Winter and Sachs appear to be going at it at the 13th and 14th positions, as Winter receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As we are about halfway through our race. 6 laps down out of the 11 for the sprint race as Hungry Thirsty goes into the pit. Now, the penalties that you see on screen, Joshi, Jenny, Ciara, and Winter. I believe it is. Let's double check just to make sure. Yeah, Joshi, Jenny, and Ciara, 5-second time penalties, while Bremer and Winter have 3-second time penalties. Blaze receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Let's watch broadcast view to see what's going on at the front section. Bremer getting the overtake on Daff. I promise I'll get your name right. Currently leading the race 7 laps down. 4 laps to go as Winter receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Blaze getting the overtake on Chris as seen just before. Duff is in the pit. And Reedy is currently our race leader. Let's check in with the back of the grid, shall we? As we watch Sachs and Winter go at it once again. Bremer receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Not his first of this race, but we are sure hoping that it's the last. Any time penalty in this race can be detrimental for the drivers. Hungry Thirsty receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Slightly off on that one. My bad. As Winter receives a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. Oh. Let's watch former race leader in the feature race, Jenny, now currently in 7th. Winter going into the pit as Joshi receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Winter has, in fact, DNF'd. Betsy receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. "14 drivers left in this race as we watch as we watch Huda, oh my gosh. Too many names! As we watch Duff and Shaggy go at it as Duff receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh boys, there's too many names. I am so very sorry for that. Joshi and Jenny going at it. Very strong as Cloaking gets himself involved. B Black receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Jenny going into the pits. Reedy speeding off in front of Betsy. Trying to find a battle for you all to watch because this is getting to the final closing stages. Lap 10 out of 11 as Zaf receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings and Blaze goes just off of the track. Hungry Thirsty receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Battle for 4th still very much so strong. Can B Black get there before the final corner as Cloaking receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings? Let's check in with our penalties, shall we? As Betsy, currently in 2nd, has a 3-second time penalty. Blaze, currently in 4th, has a 3-second time penalty. B Black in 5th, 3-second time penalty. Joshi in 6th, 8-second time penalty. Cloaking in 7th, 3-second time penalty. Bremer in 8th, a 6-second time penalty. Ciara in 9th, 5-second time penalty. Daff in 11th, 9-second time penalty. And Hungry Thirsty in 13th with a 6-second time penalty. As by the looks of it, The checkered flag has been waved, and this race is over. 11 laps of this Formula 2 sprint race, round 14. We are in Russia for Formula OCE. Joshi with the unserved penalty. In our sprint race here today, first is Reedy, second is Betsy, third is Chris, fourth is Blaze, fifth is Bleed Black, sixth is Joshi, seventh is Cloaking, eighth is Bremer, ninth is Ciara. Coming through right now, 10th is Jenny. Daft still quite a ways off from the finish line, takes one of the final corners. Finishing the race. In 11th, we have Shaggy. In 12th, we have Daft. And what a race it was. Driver of the day, Reedy, Mr. P underscore 222. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to Formula OCE. It's lovely to have you here with us. We appreciate your follow. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Just finished the sprint race here at Tier Formula 2 in Russia. This is not on PC, Mr. P. We are an Xbox League that is next season going to expand to PlayStation. Now, hello, Mort14. How are you doing? Now, let's get the top 3 from the weekend in for the podium interviews. We have Reedy, second is Betsy, and third is Chris. Bear with me while I get the boys in here for their podium interviews. Well, Mr. P, if that is the case, then make sure that you join our Discord. When we open up the PlayStation League, you will probably be one of the first people, and I'm sure that they'll be looking for commentators for that as well. So please do make sure that you join that Discord, and we'll make sure that when the time comes, you are there and ready to go. Alright, my only issue is I don't have them as friends, and I accidentally pressed advance instead of view gamer card. It was Betsy, I think. Yeah, I was on the weekend. Yeah, I fucked it. I didn't get to see it quicker. I may only have time to do yours. I fully may only have time to do your interview, I'm not gonna lie. Because I've just checked the time. I hope that's alright with everyone else. But I really have to go. So, first overall for the weekend, I believe it was Reedy.
Yep.
Did you see the second race was chaos? Everyone just,
The second race was absolute chaos.
everyone just crashed in front of me, so yeah, I just tried to pick my way through that. Jenny got no points in the second race, so that's good for my championship. And I won the round, which was handy.
That's awesome. How do you feel that you went overall? What car are you driving, and how do you feel like you performed today?
Well, they all performed the same, but I was driving the ART, and my setup was pretty good, so yeah, the first race was a bit touch and go. Other than that, the second race was a breeze, so it was quite easy. Had some good wheel-to-wheel battles with Jenny. So, yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. It was a very interesting race to watch, specifically the sprint race. Absolute carnage happened in that back little half on the first lap. But very well done today. You did an amazing job. Great race. I'm sure it was one for the books to be very proud of.
Yep, was. Thank you.
Thank you, Reedy, so much. I'm sorry we only have time for one podium interview, but I figured we would do the winner, our P1, just overall for the weekend. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Don't forget that tonight there is Tier 2 as well. So stay tuned for that. And yes, if you would like to join us, don't forget to join our Discord to stay up to date. Make sure you have notifications turned on for YouTube and for Twitch. And I will catch you all when I commentate Realistic League on Wednesday night. I've been Allanita77. Thank you so much for having me commentate F2. This was really fun. I have a lot to learn. Thank you so much, Reedy, for helping me set everything up. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night. I'll catch you guys. Bye.